Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How are you doing today? Or good afternoon, good evening, no matter when you are watching this. I'm your boy Christian Israel, and you are tuned into This is Long Sum Short Sum, which is a part of Christ in Crypto podcast in the morning. Every single day, we break down the market in threes from a technical perspective, a news cycle perspective, and then obviously a Christian, Jesus, biblical world versus worldview perspective. But before we get into all that, we're going to dive into long sum short sum today. Let me give a shout out to my boy Alex Diaz, who just jumped into the chat. Good to see you. If you guys are here, we do have a community as we go over long sum short sum called the New Creation Cronies. It's a free Telegram group. You can join there. We go in there, put the tinfoil hats on, and kind of talk about all the things around the world that we can talk about openly on a Telegram forum. Also, we have the Signals call. If you're interested in getting signals, people had me start that group, so I do have a group for that. If you are interested, please let me know. Reach out to me and we can talk. Outside of that, let's dive into, the social media thing. TikTok, Instagram, do all that. Okay, I'm done. Self-promotion. Bitcoin is sitting at up 1% over the last 24 hours at 38,817. Ethereum sitting at 28.44. And the number 3 spot is BNB at 388.36. And the number 4 spot is XRP at 61.3. And the number 5 spot is Solana at 87.38. And the number 6 spot is Terra Luna at 84.45. And the number 7 spot is Cardano at 82.25. And the number 8 spot is Doge at 13.07 cents. And DOT in the number 9 spot at 15.15. And to round out your top 10, not including the stable coins, you have Avalanche or AVAX at 60.97. So let's jump in. I see Lee is here. Good morning to you, brother. I am glad I got here this morning. I felt like I wasn't gonna do this show, but now I'm here today because May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. And let's dive in real quick look at the charts. I am recording. Wonderful. We had a pump out of here, and I said that this is the box that has to hold. Let me go ahead and go to big screen for you so we can get over here. There we go. This is the box that I showed you in this area. Let's pull back to the 12 hour. Okay. I said this box right here, this has to hold. So right here, let me do this so you can see. We had two things going to happen. We're either going to fire up and head towards all-time highs like today, right? And on the low end, if that did not hold, we were breaking down towards 10,000, towards 11,000 on the NASDAQ. Like it had to hold yesterday. It was hold or be lost. So we long that. We not only long, well, that's the NASDAQ. We long crypto, so we'll go into that. But I did put some other stuff out. We'll talk about it. But the NASDAQ is holding as of now. It's 9 o'clock, 10 Eastern. What is that? 7 Pacific, right? 8 Mountain Time, 9 Central. Yeah, okay. I can do math. But we're having a small rejection right off the bat on, let's go to the 4-hour C. See, right at opening, a little rejection at the pivot, a little pullback. Not surprised with the Fed going on today. I think that this dump a couple days ago, Monday's dump, I believe is, and yesterday's pullback a little bit was a part of the, how do you say, the anticipation of the Fed raising 50 to 75 basis points. So we saw that there, but in reality, all it did was come back down, and wrong direction. All it did was come back down yesterday and test, which is what we needed to do, is come into that. Same here. We needed the Dow Jones not to make a lower low. And so yesterday, it says May 5th. We're in Chicago. Today is not May 5th, May 4th. There we go. Yesterday, though, we did have a pullback down, right? A pull down, but did not make a lower low, which is what we wanted to see. So we want to see how the Dow Jones reacts today to get it up and going. ETH did what we thought it would do. This is ETH yesterday. I know that's on the 5 minutes, so this is a lot, but ETH is doing exactly what we expected. I actually sent out a buy alert for ETH yesterday. Let's see here. Where are we at? I'm gonna look for that real quick. What did I say? ETH? Yeah. What is ETH at right now? So ETH, I gotta. We are back. So here's what happened with ETH. Okay, we're back at entry point. This is literally the entry point. Here's what happened. I got a little nervous. It started to break up here, and I was like, okay, we'll break up and have another little high and test, 3,000, and it won't break down outside of this parallel channel. I thought right in this area, which is here, that we would break, because you can't always get it right. I thought right here we would break and break up. However, this parabola, see that? Inverse parabola, reject, 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 and it continued to reject. And then we finally broke out. And when we finally broke out of that downward parabola off the pivot, we had broken back up. And now we are trying to hold here. So the question is, will we get some finished bullish moves? Now, why do I say that? Let's pull back to see what's really going on in Ethereum, so you can get a good idea. I'm going to pull you back to the 3 hour. Okay. On what the idea was. So we are in a falling wedge right now for Ethereum. And why are we talking about Ethereum? Because I think alts are going to follow, even though Ethereum's not going to break like 10K, but it's going to be breaking up. And when that breaks up, I think we're going to have some altcoins going with it. But Ethereum, I believe the market cap is already topped. And I don't think we're going to really go much higher. But it's something to watch for a little breakout back up, heading towards $4,000. We're in this falling wedge right here. And this falling wedge pattern actually takes us back to 39.75. If this breaks out here, down there, but if it breaks out where it's breaking out right now, that perfectly takes us to the 702. Perfectly takes us to the 702, which then I believe from here, will that happen? We will see, because the 702 is the retrace point. So let's see what's going on in the altcoin world as well. So that's Ethereum for you, sitting right at the entry point to see where that goes. Okay, now let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin broke up and above. I did send out a signal for Bitcoin on my alerts for a long. Let's see here. Yep, so the long went out at 37.65, 37.650, which right here, off this bounce. Right here. Okay. So I was doing the charts yesterday. Got in here. See that man, that's 650. Look at that. 653, 651. My entry was 650 on KuCoin. I took profit at 38.5 so far, and 39 as well, which is this pivot. Okay. So now I have another target left, even though it has done a full retrace, but we're back up inside this VPVR. And let me show you here. I know if you're just getting here, this looks crazy, but we build the chart every single day, guys. So if you're just watching this, you're like, what is going on, all this stuff? We have built this chart on the channel every single day, getting this to combine, okay? So you can see here, we have broken out the same level that we had, that same level that I was referring to on the NASDAQ. So you can see here, I'll just drag it across. This is the same level here. I know that's a lot right now. That's a lot, guys. You're doing wonderful. You are doing wonderful. Okay, that's the same level here. And I know that just looks crazy, but the channel goes up. I'm going to delete that. The channel was up and then it began to break down. We had our measured move of $30,000. However, when we zoomed in all the way, we keep going, and then we take that off, so all that messes off. You see how I have an arrow right there, the 2.414? The 2.414 had to hold. That had to hold. We spoke about that yesterday, as well as a breakdown to the final. It could go down to 37.5, 37.6. I got in at 37.650, and I said the top there would be 38.5 or more, right? Well, turn the lights on, and we were fired up out of there, which is expected minimum to break back out of this channel, back testing this, trying to get back into where we were, the upward channel, which I'm not afraid to break. I'm not scared of this breaking out and then coming back up here to finish out at 50, like right in this area. This is what I'm looking for. Right here. This is where I'm looking for Bitcoin to come back to, somewhere in this area. Maybe at most touch 59. But this area right here is where I'll be looking back, and then I'll show you where that goes with TA on another day. But I don't want to spend too much time on this Bitcoin chart. However, I'm zooming on in so we can see what's really going on in there. Zoop. You can see the 4.414 completely broke itself out. So now look, we can delete both of those because look, that came to fruition on the money yesterday. On the money. 4.243 and then turned around and began to go. So on the money. We love it. We love it. We love it. Waiting to see what happens there. Okay, now let me delete those things. So that's what we're looking for in Bitcoin to finish, see what happens here, because we have the Fed meeting. We did get some nice red volume here. We haven't had too many green upward moving candles here. So this reversal to me may or may not be the strongest yet. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm not convinced yet that we are up and out of here. Like I said, we have the profit set. So the stop loss is take it break even now and go from there. Let's look at XRP. XRP is doing what it does. Look at that. Wonderful, wonderful range. Don't even need that no more. And don't need that one because that has been invalidated. Okay, so this one still seems to be alive. We have not been validated. We have not finished this move out. However, it has run out of steam, and we might possibly be having a short play in. As I look at XRP, we're going to see how this plays. We are hitting resistance here. This is the 4.5, 1.4. This is the 2.414 here, the 3.414 here. This has not technically finished playing out, although that could be an invalidation there. I don't want to, the wicks can get you. So is this a fake pump and then a turnaround and dump? We will see. We will see. I am on the lookout for that right now. I'm actually going to dive in here just a little bit more. So if Bitcoin breaks back below 38.6, say 38.5, then we'll see what's happening there. Okay. So let's move on to, let's see, this is the, let's go, want to show you what I got into yesterday. Waves. I got into waves yesterday, up 141% right now on waves. My entry was $12.06. And where was that at? Right here. Right here, literally. This is my entry. $12.06. Okay, so shot up to the first. This is the pivot, 14.4. It's rejected off that at 13.7 now. Why did I get into waves after all of the negative news? Mainly because ever since April 1st, this thing is down 80%. Let's start there. Waves down 80%. Okay. Now, why'd I really get in? Look at this. That came all the way to back test this area right here. So we had come here, breakdown, failed support, breakup, massive breakup, whatever the reason may be, there was a breakup. Okay. And now, whatever the reason the sell-off was, there was a sell-off. And we've come back down to right where the original breakout is. So I said, let's go ahead and take that just to get a little bit of, I don't know, just along that to see what happens. And I might take profit on that because got lucky. I'm going to be honest, got lucky and found the one that popped 15% there the next day. I'm at, an 8x. So you do the math. That's 140%. So I think it's a 4x sitting now, but 140% and it's up 15%. 10x that is 150%. So yeah, 8x. I think it was the 8x was the final toll there. Might have been 10x in general, but a little safe there because my stop loss was going to be under this anyway. So, or under this break anyway. So I didn't think we're going to go too much lower. So I went ahead and fired that in there. Got that long to see because the rest of the market just looks so bullish to me. Like really bullish. Okay. Now, I did long Amazon yesterday. Let's talk about this. Thinking that it could have another move. Amazon instead went the opposite way. So we're going to see if this finishes out. Amazon obviously does not want to finish yet. So we're going to hold on to that and see where it goes. The other one I looked at was Apple that I was considering shorting. Put it up there like, you know what? Maybe we'll short it, all the tech industries. You know, even though Apple's had some earnings, just haven't. But we had a downward parabola like we've discussed. And it is now broken out of that downward parabola. So even though on the larger scale, back to January of 2022, Apple has gone a high, a low, a lower high. And we're in that area for a possible rejection to work its way down. So my eye, guys, is on Apple. Because it could pull back soon. I mean, the high is in January. So is this a consolidation period before heading up? And the reason I say is because Apple looks like this. How can I get all? I got to go, what, a month on the scale? This is what Apple looks like. Right? So, come on. Eventually, we're going to get that cleared up. Okay, another one I was looking at yesterday. Netflix, which look, continue to dump, which is interesting that the NASDAQ is continuing to try to sell off some of the larger tech. Amazon down 3%, Netflix down 3%. What is going on, do you think? Curves up 12. This was one that I looked at yesterday as well. And I'm kind of going through my quick stuff here because I didn't really prep, so I'm just going through what I charted yesterday. I did not feel this. I did not long this yesterday. I did say this is an area to support. If it needed to break down, then it was going to come down to 165. So I waited. And we are broken up, and I think the next target is $3, $3.70, looking to 560 blue skies. So we're looking at that to see what comes along. We also know, guys, that Ape took off. For you guys that are curious about Ape. Ape had a nice little pump, but it also had a wick. Look at those sell wicks. Wick. Now, I know Elon had something to do with that yesterday or this morning. He apparently posted a picture of an ape, and then a whole bunch sold. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there looks to be another move down there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 5 to come back down to 1188. Right here will be an area that I'm looking for one more back test, if not a full move to the 4.414. But in reality, somewhere right here, $12 is what I'll be looking at Ape for. I'll be looking right there for Ape. Let's see. Arc Innovation, still dumping. So the question is, why? What is the disconnect this morning, guys, from crypto and the markets? We have an opposite move. The crypto pump, markets open, and now the markets are selling off. So, since the markets are now selling off, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think this is a pre-market sell-off before Powell comes on and raises it 75 basis points? I see Bitcoin here has literally tapped 38.6. So, if this does not hold, I will be taking profit and getting out at 38.6. It's not a lot, but I'll take 1%. My goal is if I can get 1 to 2% a trade, I'll take it. And that's just a hard hold. That's not even a margin trade. That's just a buy, sell Bitcoin. Buy, sell Bitcoin. No margin trade involved. something short and sweet, what we want to see. So that's what I looked at today. I didn't have much. I see Twitter is kind of doing a thing. I'm waiting to get in more. Natural gas fired up today as well. That's never a good sign as far as the rest of the equities. But we have a split today, which is blowing my mind a little bit between the NASDAQ and the crypto market. Normally we're right there and there. So we'll see what happens. Gonna let this play out. What do you think? What are you looking for? Is there something in your mind that you see? Oh man, I really thought that this one was on the whole time and it was not. Oh well. I'm sorry guys. If you got some questions, let me know. This is what I see in the markets this morning. Tomorrow probably gonna completely change. I am still waiting for confirmation. It looked like we got a strong bounce off Bitcoin, but then followed by the NASDAQ dumping. Ethereum still holding here. So the question is, what is going on as everything pumped to back test and hold? So normally, is that what happens? XRP likes to do it a lot, where XRP will pump, right? Before, and then and then the whole market dumps. And then once the whole market dumps, XRP is falling down with it. But after the pump, it's coming back and flipping support. So therefore, it's not going lower than it should, holding that same capitulation and accumulation areas. So those are my thoughts on this, guys. I hope you are having a wonderful day so far. Please let me know in the comments if you want me to look at a specific asset. Again, we have multiple groups. New Creation Cronies Telegram group, where we just put the tinfoil hat on and talk. And then we have the Signals group, which is just the trading cronies. So if you're interested in being a part of the Signals group, that is a paid group, let me know. The other one's free. The reason the other one's a paid group is so there's not a bunch of boo-boo, blah, 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 blah. And here's the guest. If you were in there over the last 2 years, you are still get to stay in there for free now because of your support. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. I hope you are appreciated by someone you love. And that is the end of Long Sum Short Sum, guys. Let's go ahead and move on. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and do the thing that people do on social media. At Twitter, at TikTok, New Creation Capital. Let us know, guys. Thanks so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Later, guys.